Mung bean or Vigna radiata production. History origin of mung bean. The mung bean is thought to have originated from the Indian subcontinent, where it was domesticated as early as 1500 BC. Cultivated mung bean were introduced to southern and eastern Asia, Africa, Australasia, the Americas, and the West Indies. It is now widespread throughout the tropics and is found from sea level up to altitude of 1850 m in the Himalayas. Botanical description of mung bean. Roots, the taproot system. Root nodules are present to fix nitrogen from atmosphere. Stem, both upright and vine types of growth habit occur in mung bean. Plants varying from 3 to 5 meters in length. Leaves highly branched and several pods growing at each leaf axil. Trifoliate in shape. Flowers, pale yellow flowers, present in the form 12 to 15 cluster. Produce 30 to 40 pods per plant. Soil requirement. Mung bean do best on fertile, sandy loams, soils with good fertile drainage, and a pH in the range of 6.2 and 7.2. Mung bean require highly acidic soil for best growth. If they grown in rotation, lime to attain pH of the most acidic sensitive crop, root growth can be restricted on heavy clays. Climatic requirement. Mung bean, a warm season crop, thrives in warm, humid climates with temperature between 25 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius, and well-distributed rainfall of 400 to 550 mm during its growing period. It is also relatively drought-tolerant and prefer full sunlight. Cultural practices. Mung bean cultivation, a dry season crop, involves throughout plant preparation, line sowing, proper irrigation, weed control, and timely harvesting, with a goal of achieving high yield and quality. Site selection. For optimal mung bean cultivation in Roselier, Tilim, Zamboanga, Sibugay, select well-drained, fertile, loomy to sandy loam soil with a pH between 6.2 and 7.2. Avoiding areas prone to waterlogging or heavy clay soil. Land preparation. Through preparation, mung bean thrive in well-prepared, fertile, sandy loam soil with good drainage. Soil pH, they prefer slightly acidic soil, pH 6.3 to 7.2. Heavy soils, mung bean are sensitive to waterlogging, so heavy soils are suitable only for dry season planting. Saline soils, mung bean do not tolerate saline soil. Seedbed preparation. To prepare a seedbed for mung beans, thoroughly prepare the soil by plowing and harrowing, ensuring good drainage and pH between 6.2 and 7.2, and consider using compost or other organic matter for improved fertility. Seedbed characteristic. Bed shape. Create raised beds or ridges to improve drainage and aeration. Spacing. Maintain adequate spacing, ridges 30 to 45 cm and plants 10 cm. Surface. Ensure a level and fine seedbed surface for uniform seeds germination and emergence. Planting and transplanting. Drill the seeds, allow shallow furrows spaced 60 cm apart. 20 kilograms of seeds is enough to plant a hectare. If seeds inoculant is available, moisten the seeds with water. Then mix the inoculant until all seeds are coated. Keep the newly inoculated seeds under shade until they are planted. At planting, sufficient soil moisture is necessary so that the seeds can germinate uniformly. For post-rice culture, flood and paddy 1 to 2 days before planting, then drain the water before broadcasting the seeds. Hilling up or earthening up in mung bean cultivation involves peeling soil around the base of the plants to improve anchorage, promote weed control, and potentially enhance root growth and yield. Off-budding, a cultivation practice typically done 15 to 20 days after planting, where a carabao drawn cultivator or plow is used to loosen the soil and eradicate weeds between the rows, improving plant anchorage and promoting better crop growth. Weed management. Weed control is critical when mung bean grows slowly 2 to 3 weeks after emergence. To minimize weed growth, prepare the land thoroughly before planting. 15 days after planting, off-budding should be done to loosen the soil and eradicate weeds. This will be followed by hand weeding to totally eradicate remaining weeds. Right after weeding, immediately do the healing up by passing a cardboard drawn plow in between the rows of mung bean crop, not only to eradicate remaining weeds but also to improve plant anchorage. Moreover, option of spot weeding should also be done when the weed population is high during the growth and development of the crop. Water management. Mung bean is relatively tolerant to drought. However, it needs sufficient amount of water during its critical stage of growth and development, germination, vegetative, flowering, and pod filling stages. The daily water requirement of mung beans differ depending on intensity of solar radiation and rate of evaporation. In general, the crop requires 3.5 mm of mung bean production, water per day of about 410 mm per cropping season. If there is residual rain and sufficient soil moisture during early dry season planting, supplemental irrigation is not needed. On the other hand, late dry season planting requires irrigation at its various critical stages of development. Overhead, sprinkles, or furrow irrigation may be used to irrigate the field. Fertilization. Mung bean fertilization focus on balance NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Approach considering soil tests to tailor fertilizer application and potentially incorporating organic fertilizer and rhizobia inoculation for improved soil health and nitrogen fixation. Insect pest management. Aphids. They usually occur on mung bean. If you notice unusually high aphid population, over 20 insects or pests, spray an insecticide such as dimethoate once a week until aphids are eradicated. Bean fly. It is the most important insect pest of mung bean. It causes significant damage during the seedling stage. The adult flies are too tiny and cannot be recognized easily. The bean fly maggots feeds inside the stem and their damage cannot be seen from the outside. Mung bean must be protected against bean flies. Monocrotopus or dimethoate can be sprayed at 3, 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35 days of emergence. The first 3 sprays are very important and must not be delayed. Diseases. Yellow mosaic virus attack on mung bean. It is the most serious problem of mung bean in the country. The affected plants show yellow molted symptoms. Planting a yellow mosaic virus as resistant variety is the best control measure. This is caused by white flies, therefore control of fly is essential. The control can be made by spray or any suitable pesticide and eradicate the affected plant's material or burn the diseased plant to destroy the virus. Leaf crinkled. It is a disease caused by a virus which stays inside seeds and cannot be seen with naked eye or ordinary microscope and is used by movement of aphids. The leaves are crinkled and ultimately result into complete loss of production. The control is made by using a virus-free and healthy seeds. Destroy the affected leaves, control aphids which cause leaf crinkled, use disease-resistant variety. Harvesting. Mung bean is harvested by priming. Harvesting is done 60 to 70 days after planting. Mature pods turn brown and then black. Begin harvesting as soon as 75% of the pods have dried up. Pick the harvestable pods by hand. Repeat harvesting every 3 to 5 days. The number of harvesting depends on the available soil moisture and fertility on the condition of the crop. Right after harvesting, sun-dry mung bean pods. When pods are sufficiently dry enough, thresh by placing the dried pods in the sack and beating it until all the seeds several from the pods. Mechanical rice thresher may be used for a large-scale production. Take precaution not to damage the mung bean seeds. Clean the seeds and sun-dry until 12% moisture content is reached. Post-harvest handling operation. Post-harvest handling of mung bean involves careful practices to maintain quality and prevent spoilage, including proper drying, cleaning, sorting, packaging, and storage. Harvesting. Harvest when pods are yellow-green and nearing maturity but before they open and spill the seeds. Drying is crucial to reduce moisture content to around 12% or less, prevent spoilage and insect damage during storage. Cleaning and sorting. Remove debris, damaged seeds, and foreign matter to improve quality and marketability. Storage. Store in a clean, dry, and well-ventilated area to prevent moisture buildup and insect infestation. Packaging. Protect the seeds during transport and storage. Use appropriate packaging materials such as bag or containers that are resistant to moisture and pests. Label packages with relevant information such as variety, date of harvest, and storage instruction. Nutrient content. Mung bean are nutritional powerhouse, rich in protein, fiber, B vitamins, folate, iron, potassium, and other essential nutrients. Health benefits. Bone health. Calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin K, B6, and folate support bone health. Blood health. Iron, vitamin B6, folate, and vitamin K support healthy blood. Blood pressure. Adequate amount of minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium help keep blood pressure in healthy range. Industrial product. Mung bean versatile legume find industrial application in food processing, including the production of noodles, flour, and sprouts, as well as in livestock feed and a soil-enriching crop. Noodles. Mung bean starchy is used to make various types of noodles, including vermicelli, bean thread noodles, and cellophane noodles. Flour. Mung bean can be used into starchy flour used in bread making and other baked goods. Sprouts. Mung bean sprouts are popular ingredients in salad, stir fries, and other dishes. Soap base. Mung bean can be used as a base for soap and stews. Dal. Split mung beans are used to make dal, a common dish in South Asia cuisine. Top producing region in the Philippines. Ilocos region remained the top producer, contributing 39.1% of total mung bean production in the second quarter of 2023. Central Luzon followed Ilocos with a significant share of total of mung bean output. Cagayan Valley is a major producer, contributing substantial portion of the total mung bean production. For the recipe is pandimungo. For the filling, 1 cup mungo, 3 cup water plus 2 cup of water, 50 grams powdered or skim milk, 120 grams white sugar. For the dough, 435 grams or 3 to 1/2 cup bread flour, 1 tablespoon yeast, 60 grams or 1/4 cup of cold butter, 250 ml or 1 cup milk, 60 ml or 1/4 cooking oil, 80 grams or 1/2 cup white sugar, 1 and 1/2 tablespoon salt, 1 large egg. Varieties of mung bean. Mung bean, black gram, moth bean, azuki bean, rice bean, crowll bean, cowpea, tuber cowpea, bambaranat.